Hey, it's Amy from Amy Parker Art. I am here with my friend Jamie for our coffee chat, and we love to talk business with creatives. Yeah, hello, hello. Go ahead, Jamie. Say hi to
Good
everybody.
morning. Well, I'm actually having my protein shake. I did have tea this morning. I had apple cinnamon tea. It's probably one of my
Nice.
favorites. So I need to get some more. I think I only have two left because I've been drinking lots of the apple cinnamon. I've kind of cut back on coffee quite a bit. So
You've
like
done
I
that.
yeah,
You've done that a couple of times. Not
yeah.
me. I'm still drinking. coffee. I actually had our mug because I could not sleep last night. And this doesn't happen that often. But I woke up I couldn't sleep at all. So I got out of bed at 4 a.m. And then I started drinking out of the Amy and Jamie coffee mug, my hot coffee. And then I'm like, whoa, I'm going to start falling asleep. I better go get a frozen
You got
coffee to wake up.
you're
That's
having
my
all the coffee.
excuse.
Oh my goodness. I almost went to, they just a few weeks ago opened up oh, I need to turn it so I can see comments. They just opened up a Big B. Do you have Big B where you are?
No.
So they can put up a Big B anywhere because it's basically a drive through. Excuse me. And it's almost like walking distance from me. So
Nice.
I've been there a couple times.
Well, Dunkin' Donuts is walking distance from me, and that's my guilty pleasure.
So Diana says she's having Pepsi Zero. So is that zero sugar, 0 calories? Like I don't even know what the zero is.
I'm gonna guess it's zero cals.
Do they call it zero instead of like diet now?
I don't know. Oh, she loves Dunkin' too. I
I
sent out a text and an email. If you're on
oh,
my
okay.
email list, make sure you check your emails. Same with Jamie. When we sent,
Yeah.
I love your emails, Jamie. They're so sweet.
I am going to go ahead and share this over to my group. Would you like me to share it over into your group too?
Yes, please.
Okay. So let me go find it.
Every time I try and share, well, on the computer anyway, I get the StreamYard like noise issue. Like it starts
Oh, okay. Okay.
screeching.
So Diana says it's no calories, fake sugar, no aftertaste. Oh, that's good because I've heard about, yeah. And now they're doing like the cane sugar because that's supposed to be better than like the fake sugar. Although I quit drinking pop a long time ago, so I can't keep up with all of it now.
Well, I've been eating pretty good this past week and I'm like really not a good cook at all, but I've been cooking and sauteing vegetables. I've been doing really good, but I
Wow.
did fall off the wagon this morning with this. But whatever. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Do what I can do.
Yes. Moderation.
Right. Right on. Okay, let me go see what we have for banners here. Oh, I think I have to take that one off first.
Oh, Diana says she's fighting a cold.
Oh no.
Coffee wasn't working. Yeah, sometimes that carbonation of that does kind of help, doesn't it? I find like hot tea works better because then I put like a
Oh,
little bit of honey in it, and something about the honey like coats my throat better.
yeah. I used to drink throat coat tea. I think I talked about this
Mm.
before when I was singing in the band and I would
Oh,
put honey and lemon in it and it my mother uses that now too. I'm like, "Mom, you got to try the throat coat." She loves it. You can literally get it at Walmart, but it does
oh,
wonders.
yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know. I'll have to remember
I
that if I
look
ever
like
have
an
a
angel
person.
today because the light is shining right on the top of my head.
You
I have my
do. You like a
halo.
little halo up there.
Oh my goodness gracious. So, the topic today is how to build excitement for something amazing that you have to offer.
I loved how you
So
put amazing in there. Like
yeah,
we gotta make sure we're telling it's amazing.
I'm all about that. Um, let us know what do you have something that you're offering right now or something that you're thinking about offering? Let us know in the comments. We would love to know so we can
Yeah,
give
and
you some
it can
ideas.
be anything. It can be a one-time thing, a multiple thing, online, in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
As you know, I'm a list maker. I wrote down some things to go over here. And I'm sure this will just kind of get our brains going, and Jamie and I can just kind of bounce some of our tips around and see what you all resonate with. But the thing with me is the first thing is I need to be excited about it myself because
that's
if
good.
I'm yeah, if I'm not, I mean, then I'm not going to be building too much excitement, you know? So you really got to believe in even like Jamie said, even if it's something small, because literally we have all kinds of offers in business, right? Like, something
Yeah, because
tiny
you want to
and then
meet people where they are. Yeah.
yeah,
All kinds of
yeah, you have free stuff. You can have low
yeah.
price things and higher price things and all kinds of stuff. So it doesn't matter what it is, but yeah, you need to believe in it. You need to be excited. And then Jamie, you said something the last time we were on, and this has been a while because we had to miss the last Friday, but
Yeah, it's been a month, I think.
or maybe it was when I was doing the workshop. Oh, it was when I was doing the workshop on my page, and I think that's when you talked about the runway, like, the longer
Oh,
the
yes.
runway. So, and that's a really a great tip there. And I sometimes am not so good at that. That's one of my
Yeah.
not so strong points because when I get an idea, I am like, I'm on fire. I gotta take action and run with it. But for instance, like right now, I am promoing a little bit, right? Because I don't have a big runway. My paint and business challenge that's coming up on the 13th. We're going to be doing a painting together. Plus, I'm
So
going to
you have
be
like 10,
teaching.
10 more days. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to be teaching how to create your own art collectors group. So for artists who want to know about that. So yeah, you're right, Jamie. Making me feel a little bit better because I have like, 10 days or so. Um, and that's a low offer. It's only $10 to get into something like that. Um, I have done really good with a runway before, talking about time frame, like if we can plan something out and then kind of build up to it, which builds excitement. So I
Yeah.
have done really well with the build a buzz for your artwork challenge that I
I
did
remember
a
that one.
while back because I did have things all set in place, had a systematic plan in order, and just kind of dripped out the information and just built a buzz about it, built excitement about it. Another thing, see, I know my downfalls. I know my downfalls. I
Well,
am
you,
it's
you know
really hard
what?
for me to keep a secret.
I know how that goes. Yeah, so it's hard to like build up to it without giving it all away. You know what I have found as far as because I'm not very good at building up the runway either. And what I have to do is I have to evaluate like after I get the one done where I didn't really have that much of a runway versus when I did give myself a longer runway and build up things and build the excitement. And I have to evaluate which one was more successful. And I
Yep.
have to reflect on, oh, that was more successful when I did this. Whichever
Right.
one, it even if you have a short runway, I think depending on how you talk about it,
Yeah.
how many people you talk to, there's a lot of other, factors or whatever. But I think that if you reflect on, hey, it does go better, I'm more successful, I get more of what I want because I'm helping more people with what they want, you start to do things better because
Yeah.
you've reflected. I
Yes.
don't think it's very empowering to us at all to say, well, this is my weakness and this is just how it is. That's just how I am. I just show up late all the time. That's something I've been kind of like working on, and that's just how I am. Well, that's because you choose that to, most things. There might be some things that we can't actually change, but the way that I'm less stressed if I show up early. I feel like I, can grab a coffee, if I'm early to church or, whatever it is. And if I reflect on those things, it's better than and I make the effort to get there early. So that's something I'm still working on a lot too. So.
Hi, Tammy. That was funny. Cheers to creativity. Shout out to Cheers to Creativity. I saw you live yesterday, Tammy. You are rocking it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with Jamie and I. This is great. And she came on as her business page. She's like, and now I'm watching Esme.
I had shared it over into my group, the Creative Business Owner, the CBOB group. And a lot of people are in that one as their business. So if they saw that post as their business, then I could see,
no
biggie.
We're on my page, but I really don't care. I'm easygoing, whatever,
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to support each other anyway. So we were just talking about weaknesses, but I don't look at it as bad. Like, you're right. Like, we can evaluate and kind of figure out, like, well, what did we do good and what can we grab for the next time? That's all. Hello, Janet. Thanks for popping on.
What personalities, Tammy says. Yeah, so you were talking about excitement. I think, excitement for us, enthusiasm, because that comes across to the people, and even the marketing language that we use when we offer something. If you're excited and, to whatever your level of excitement is,
right.
Just amped up a little bit more than normal. And then, like you said, a longer runway usually means a better outcome, more success, because you've built things up. I mean, that's how Hollywood, does things. They're doing the previews and the promos, and months and months ahead of time to build up that excitement, that anticipation.
Yeah. And that's what I did that one time for the Build a BuzzFeed Artwork Challenge. I kind of used that strategy, and I was proud of myself, because I told you a couple of minutes ago, I'm not good with keeping secrets when it comes to birthdays, Christmas, or when I have something exciting to offer. I was like, I got to tell you right now. But I did do a good job kind of zipping my lip and building up the excitement, and in making an event for the big reveal, like to tell you all what it was.
Yes.
That was so fun. And I gave away $50. Actually, 3 times I gave away $50 in cash for that one. So that was pretty exciting as well. There's so many different ways and different things that you can do to build up the excitement. Another thing I do, like you were talking about, Jamie, like the wording and stuff that you use, your copy, your language. Like, I make posts quite often when I'm going to be doing something, right? I do have a challenge coming up as well. So I say stuff, and I'm just looking at my notes so I don't forget to give you any tips. I say stuff like, literally, I say something amazing is coming. Can't wait to tell you. Or I say happening soon. Something amazing is going to happen soon. Or I'm working hard behind the scenes for you. It's going to be awesome.
You're creating curiosity.
Yeah.
People want to know. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I think that's good.
Yeah. And then I don't know about you, Jamie, but I try and change my banners or my header, whatever you want to call it, cover photo. Like on my business page, I have recently changed that to reflect my challenge that's coming up. So that's another way that when people come to my page, they can see, oh, this is going to be happening. I mean, all these things, you guys take it or leave it, whatever resonates with you that you think, oh, geez, maybe I could use that tip. I mean, I'm just throwing out the stuff that has
I
helped
I
me.
will add a little bit to that tip about the cover photo because I don't know that I realized this at first. I don't change my cover photo very often. I want to make that a regular kind of monthly thing that I do. But yeah, I love that idea and I have done that, change my banner photo. And after you save the photo, make sure that you go back in to edit the photo and there's a description. And so I've been able to put a description, a link, whatever I want to put in there, and information about what that photo says. And I've been able to, on a live video, just say, go click my cover photo, and all the information's right there.
Same. It's so cool.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So I try to remember to do that. So if there's, it takes people to your website, it takes them to your Etsy shop, wherever, remember to go in and edit the description of your photo because that's an opportunity right there to market what it is that you're offering, or at least a way for people to, get onto a landing page, get to a sales page, get to a website, whatever it might be.
So I did that with my business page right now. So if you clicked on my cover photo for the challenge, it will say just what you're talking about. It talks about the challenge with here's the link. Go ahead and check it out. Then they can read more about it and see if they want to jump in or not. I don't have a long runway for this one, but I'm working on it. Sent out some texts, emails, things like that, which are kind of given. And then for something that you've already done before, like I am starting to create more courses now. I'm working on more courses. Let the cat out of the bag.
She has stuff coming.
Yeah. So I did finally convert my course that we did last year interactively, my Artist Breakthroughs website gallery course, where I teach you how to set up your own Wix website, art gallery, all that stuff. And I converted it over to a self-study, which I'm like, whoo, so excited about. But it still has some support because you obviously have my email if you need to ask me a question. But I do have a group specifically set up for anyone who purchases the course where they can ask a question. We have like an ongoing question thread for that as well.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So, I know what my point was. So because I did that, ran that course last year, and everyone who took it created their website, their gallery. They did amazing stuff. So they've given me all kinds of testimonials. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
And I know, Jamie, you're good with that too. But so if that's something that you haven't thought of before, if it's something that you've already done and then you're going to reuse it, make sure you use those testimonials so that you can put them out in a post form, or you can literally I have read testimonials when I was on live before. And you can send them any in your emails and your text, whatever, put them on your sales pages. And but that's one thing that I really love about reusing something that I've already created, because I think that the testimonials, social proof, all that stuff really helps to build not just like authority, I guess, and like I'm lost for all the words because I haven't gone to sleep yet. But it also does help to build up excitement for your offering.
It shows the transformation. It shows the
yeah. So those are kind of my tips, and celebrating. And I know that you do this a lot too, Jamie. Like if you celebrate something that's happening, or is about to happen, or even something that already happened. I still remember your celebration that you did after your retreat, which was pretty cool. But
I called it an after party.
Yeah, you're good at that. So anyway, those are my tips. I just gave you 7 tips. So be excited yourself. Tell people that something amazing is happening or coming soon. Change the banner. And like Jamie said, go ahead and edit that to put in your link or wherever you want them to go, make an event if you have time to lead up to it for a big reveal. If you can keep your mouth shut, because I'm not very good at that, but if you're better than I am, you could do that. I have done it and it works great. Offer prizes or a giveaway. Or something special. Like just because I gave away like $50, you don't have to do that. You could give away like a portion of your time to help somebody with something. I've done that before. So it can be something easy. It doesn't even have to be anything too crazy. And then number 6 was testimonials and social proof. Number 7 was celebrate. I mean, I'm sure you probably have more ideas too, Jamie, and tips if you do just.
I think that you touched on a lot of them. I was just listening to something on Wednesday, I guess it was. Brendon Burchard is somebody who I follow, and he always does a first day of the month kind of training. And I was listening to some people and, just all of the brain research about how that celebrating, and just all of those different things, they help to, just to change. How did he talk about they change like the physiology of, you being excited, grateful, all those like positive kind of emotions. And then you set a goal after that is what he was talking about. It helps you to be more hopeful about that goal actually happening. So yeah, I think celebrating is definitely something, and it gives us the, I don't know if validation is the right word, but it gives us the confirmation that what we're doing, and we recognize that we are moving forward, we are advancing, we are, doing good things. So yeah. So I love the celebrating. The the self-study thing, I know, is something that we've talked about, because I also have a course that I do plan on offering as a self-study option. And I was just on a call yesterday where we were talking about Black Friday. And I had not, before 4:30 yesterday, had any ideas of what I might offer as Black Friday. But when I think about it, hey there, Nilda, I have some assets. Like I have some things. And we each went around and we were able to talk about, and they were from all different niches, of who they serve. And we were able to go around and talk about, and I just kind of shared a couple of things that, I didn't have anything in place, but it helped to at least kind of talk through it with, just kind of how we talked through some things. And then we got into breakout rooms just one-on-one. So everybody had already heard everybody's ideas. And then we got, and it was random. She just would come in. Hi there, Desiree. And I ended up getting in a room with the same person twice. And I was kind of like talking through an idea that I had. And I said, I really had this idea just the other day to do it this way. And her eyes lit up and she goes, oh, that is something I've never heard of anybody doing. That sounds unique. And she goes, and that would appeal to me, even though I'm not a creative person. So anytime that you can start kind of getting other people interested who aren't what you would consider your target market, I was like, oh, that's kind of reaching out to, other people. So I think I do have an idea for Black Friday.
So is it a secret, Jamie, or are you going to tell us?
I don't even have it like all together, but I will say that it is around the idea of goals. I will say that much. I had, I think this was on that video on Wednesday. they were talking about even the physiology of being in the shower and getting ideas then. Something about because your physiology is changing because you have the water running over you.
Yeah.
And I know I get ideas in the
Oh,
shower
me
a lot of
too.
times, and I have to have my phone because I have the stylus thing on my phone, so I can really quickly like write out notes on my phone of things, and so that way
Who
I
else is
have
like
them.
that?
Yeah,
I bet there's a lot of you like that. I'm like that too.
yeah. So I just kind of had an idea today. So it's still like so new, but it's going to be around goals and goal setting. We'll just, yeah. I don't
Awesome.
know exactly what it'll look like, but when I said that yesterday and she got excited, I was like, I need to kind of lean into that a little bit and explore it a little bit and see if I could make that. But it definitely would be a longer runway. But with Black Friday being in November and a little bit earlier this year, I think it's the 24th or something.
I mean, I think I saw a commercial last night that today's Walmart's Black Friday starting sale. I'm like, wait a second. Like,
It's
is
not
this a
even,
little bit early?
yeah. Yeah, so I haven't thought about my voice is all hoarse. I haven't thought about the timing and how that'll all work.
I'll talk while Jamie's drinking her green juice. Or wait, is that what it is?
No, it's kind of a brown color. It's a peanut butter,
Oh,
color.
I would go into anaphylactic shock, but that looks yummy.
This is like the powdered peanut butter. I don't know if that's the same.
I don't know, but I don't really dare to just test it out. Although
Yeah.
the hospital's not too far away, but I don't think I want to risk it.
Yeah. Oh, I see Loretta popping on.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, Loretta rides a bike and she gets the ideas then. So
See, when I walk, because I walk every single
yep.
day.
It's
When
the
I'm
same.
walking,
Yeah, it's the same kind of idea. You're moving, you're doing something different with your
yep,
body, and there's some kind of connection with that, with
yeah.
ideas, and so.
I used to use, I still do once in a while, but I used to use my Google, my my notes all the time on my phone, but now I just record myself. I make a
Oh
video.
yeah.
I just do little tiny videos like, oh my gosh, don't forget this. You better do this.
Oh, so you do it as a video.
Yeah, and then I just
Oh.
in the middle of the day, whenever I need a break from the computer or from painting or whatever, and I take a quick break, I'll go back through my videos. Okay, what do I need to do today? What do I need to remember? What's happening in my world? For me,
That's awesome.
that works great. I am so glad I finally discovered that at this stage in my life.
Well, I remember hearing, I think it was Dean Graziosi was talking about writing his first book, and he was talking about that, just the act of writing or typing, that just he would get
Yeah.
distracted or whatever. And he did a voice memo of his whole book, and he just hired somebody else from like Fiverr to type it
Yeah.
up.
I remember him saying that. We saw
Yeah.
the same one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I see Tony popping on. What's Desiree talking about? She's going to start a live at 11 to paint birch trees, tracers. Yeah, you don't have exactly a plan.
Sometimes I don't have a plan either. I just go with it. And just
Yeah.
the biggest thing to remember is just be excited, I mean, even
Mhm.
if you have one person interested, right? I only have like probably like only 9 people signed up for my challenge right now.
Yeah, but you've
And
still got 10 more days.
some of them didn't. That's who's in the group, but there were some other ones that actually paid their $10, but haven't even gotten the group yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I still have a little bit, but either way, we're still gonna have a good time. So let's see, Desiree. I need to
I
build
was going to say
excitement.
something about her last statement there.
Okay, go ahead,
So
Jamie.
this is always something that I have to remember. It's along the same lines as the excitement, that you build up and you show excitement. I'm just going to be really honest, but I'm saying this to myself too. It comes through on a video, especially if you are needy. If you are so tied to that you need to have income, that you need to have someone sign up, that you need to have butts and seats, I am telling you, it comes through.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it. You can hype up things, but it will come through. All that you can control is how you deliver things. You
That is so
cannot,
great that you're bringing that up, because
and
that's important.
you have to figure out a way to detach from the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be tied to, I'm not saying don't set goals,
Right.
but you can't attach how you tie your worth into what the outcome is.
Yeah.
For anything. And I'm not necessarily talking directly to Desiree, but I saw her, say that at the end, because I mean, I get caught up in that too, because I set
pointing
goals.
you out. I mean, no,
Yeah.
that's good, because I need to hear that too. And I literally 2 nights ago was just having a conversation with someone who reached out to me and was in complete desperate mode.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do not be
I'm gonna
desperate.
be straight up with you, right? Because I'm like straight to the point. Like, you want my help? I'll tell you how it is. You can't do that. Like, yes, I know I teach artists how to make money with their art, right? That's one of the big things that I do. Yeah, I teach some tutorials here and there, and marketing and things like that. But I found success myself selling my own paintings. So that's what I do. So I talk about selling paintings a lot, but like, if you are completely desperate and you're like, who's going to want to buy a painting, and not just with a painting, but anything that you're offering. So you gotta kind of be light on yourself. And if you're counting, it's kind of like a fine line sometimes, right? Because you can't totally rely on something that you're just starting to build up.
When you're a beginner.
If you need that, then you need to find something else that you can rely on that's more sustainable, and then build that up. Like, when I started selling my artwork online, I was carrying around poo-poo platters and waitressing while I was building up my business. So I didn't come across as, I'm completely desperate, please buy from me.
Yeah, having like the multiple streams of income helps to, so that you don't feel that way. Yeah.
Loretta.
I know. I did see up above there, though, that she did say, have fun, believe, create the energy, create magic, like all of those things, because those are the only things that you can control. You cannot control whether somebody else buys something.
Right.
And you can't have it come back that on you that they didn't buy because you did something wrong, or because you didn't all you can do is just present, and then have grace for yourself if you didn't give yourself the big runway, if you didn't, and just do better next time. Just like keep moving forward and just move and So
and I mean, I could use this not just for challenges and my courses and things like that, but for my own painting sales, and for all of you who are selling paintings or something physical. Like, if someone doesn't buy it, you're not a bad person. You're not a bad artist. You're not a bad anything. It's just that the right person didn't see it yet. Or maybe you have to change the way that you're putting it out there. It's one or the other. It's not like anything's wrong with you.
Yeah. Tammy kind of said it in a different way too. Just go into it with, I'm just going to share, and the right people are going to be the ones who show up, whether that's one person, 10 people, 100 people. Those are going to be the people. Just like if Amy and I had a goal of, we're going to have 100 people show up to these videos and we have 20, does that mean that we're a failure? Or do we just show up and we serve and we answer and, provide information for the 20, because those are the 20 who are supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So,
and you talked about goals earlier, Jamie, and I want to kind of circle back to that for a second, because yes, we need to have goals and we need to set goals. Now, I set a goal that I talked to Jamie about, months back, to get 500 members in my free group Creative Dreams Artist Entrepreneur. And I still don't have 500 members. I have 400 and some odd. I
But
don't know.
you're working towards it. Yeah.
I'm getting there. But I didn't look in the mirror and say, you are such a loser. You didn't make your goal, because I am pretty what's the word? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't slept yet, so I can't remember. But
Words are hard.
I'm pretty gung-ho, and
Yeah.
sometimes I set goals that, I did give myself a pretty short window for it, and I didn't make it, but I still think that we still need to set those goals because we need something to strive for. And
Yeah.
if you don't make it, then you just move that goal a little bit and then you just keep working on it. Am I going to get there? Yeah, of course I'll get there.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to be mad that I'm not there yet. I'm going to be grateful for the people that are in there already. So,
yeah. Yeah. We got off on like a whole different topic there, but I was going to show you this book that I just read. Well, I'm not quite done, but it's 10x is easier than 2x.
Tell me.
And it's all about like setting those goals that pull you to do them because they're big goals. Whereas if you just kind of set the 2x goals that you kind of know that you're going to reach, you're like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that made me think about that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Desiree, I love that you are just committing to it and you're deciding, because by doing that, say you start the membership and you get 2 members, and I started with 9 members and within a year had 100 members because I kept, changing things and trying things and, and just moving forward. And that's how it starts. And if you think about like, where would you be a year from now if you waited, thought that you needed to prepare, thought you needed to learn more, whatever, because you have this attachment to, I have to have 100 members. Yeah. Whereas if you would have started a year ago and just, continually did a little bit and just move forward, you would have them instead of a year from now wishing that you did. Because you take action, you're obviously going to get to your goals faster if you take action rather than not taking action. And yeah.
So, I'm pretty transparent with everyone. And I know I've mentioned this before, I think even on our coffee chats, but I do have a membership as well, Creative Warriors, where I teach artists how to market their paintings online organically using social media, heavy focus on Facebook. Well, when I started that, I know the feeling, like it's a little scary, but you just got to go do it. I had one member for 3 months, one member, but I just kept helping her. And because my membership is all about teaching you the marketing, sales strategies and different ways to sell your paintings and make money and diversify your art. It's not easy stuff. It's kind of tough stuff, but I show you in little ways to make things easier. But, if I was just doing like a, let's create this painting every month, a painting tutorial kind of thing, then in my opinion, and just from what I've seen with my friends in my circle, that kind of stuff grows a little bit faster because they feel like they can do it, right? Like when you think about selling your own paintings, I think a lot of us internally, we want to do it, but we're like, can I really do it? So kind of self-doubt a little bit. But since the beginning of my membership, I have now helped, I looked at my spreadsheet the other day, 56 women sell their paintings online. So I'm so happy about that. And it's great to see, what they have done. But, I'm diversifying my income as well. But the membership is great. I love it. And I just shared, how I had one member because you were, telling her about the beginning of yours. But I think it's good to hear this from people, even that are a step or two ahead of us, because then it's like, oh, I don't feel so bad. This is like really, this is real life. Yeah.
That's how it starts. Yeah.
Yep.
That I was going to say that one person probably felt like she was getting a deal because it was almost like one-on-one coaching with you.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My members even now still love it because I can answer every question, and I can take all their questions when we're on Zoom, all that stuff, because it's still still a small membership.
Yeah.
Um, if it grows to be a really big number someday, yeah, of course I'm still going to help everyone out in there. But there's something powerful about joining a membership when it's at a lower number, because you
Yeah.
do get more one-on-one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So we got talking all about memberships and all kinds of different things.
Yeah. Let me go back up and read. Did we miss anything?
Well, we had a lot of new people, and we were just asking at the beginning, what is it that you're offering? Is there something that, and that's where Desiree was talking about the membership and got specifically onto that. Like, what are the questions that you have about how to build excitement about that? And, one of the things that I do is I do take the challenges and the, follow different people, and I pay attention not only for the information that they're giving, but I watch how they market. So I'm noticing more of a trend to the 3-day challenge workshop versus a 5-day challenge or workshop. I'm noticing kind of like some of these different trends. I'm noticing it used to be where people would do the whole 5-day challenge and you wouldn't know what they were offering at the end. And it was like a mystery. Now I'm seeing where people are actually, because people know them, they know what they're offering already, and they're taking the challenge knowing they're going to offer it at the end. They go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah.
And now during the, so I'm noticing different marketing like trends that are happening with
I do that
people
nowadays.
that are, yeah.
I think for me anyway, and you might be, some of you might be different, but I just like to be transparent and I'm just straight up. I like to say, hey, at the end of this challenge, I'm going to show you what I have to offer you that can get you some amazing results. If you want to take my build your own,
if it's right for you, this is,
or you want to jump into the right, whatever's a good fit. I'm not sure what this means. I'm interested in knowing how you do record, as in, I'm not sure. Can you do you know what maybe she's asking me?
I'm not positive, but Edith has been in my course, in my Create course. And I think that she's probably talking about like when I record for my course, when I record content that is going to be more like evergreen, I usually do it on Zoom. So I just go in and I record it on Zoom, and then I can save that and I can upload it to YouTube. And so Edith you have all of that access inside the course of kind of like how to do that. And I do have some things in mind for some of the people who have already taken my course, because I continually have people like asking me what's next, and so I have a what's next. I just haven't, got it all together in my head yet.
Well, sometimes these things take a while. We got to make sure we're giving you something great.
Yeah. And I think that there is, in the beginning.
Before I lose my thought, because I just saw Edith. She said my ideas. So I mentioned this earlier.
Oh, okay.
I think this is what she's talking about. Literally, Edith, when I'm taking my morning walks, and something comes to me, I don't do this in the shower because I would ruin my phone, but I literally press like I'm recording a video. Like if I was
going to say pull up where you have your photos, but you're doing a video instead of a photo. Yeah.
Yes, right. I pull up my camera and I just record myself and I say whatever comes to my mind, and then I, press off, and then as I'm walking. Anyway, Jamie, go back to what you're talking about.
I think you're right. That's probably what she was asking before. I was thinking about like videos for a course or whatever.
No, so I just screwed up your train of thought. You're talking about what's coming next, what people are asking you for.
So I think that there is something to taking action. And so when I I feel very convicted about what it is that I'm doing, and it's maybe a lower ticket, I take action pretty quick. As I have built my customer journey so that now there are higher ticket offerings, I think a little bit more about those because the value of it is higher because it's a higher ticket. So I want to make sure that I kind of have all my ducks in a row a little bit better. And so this what's next after my course and after the people have taken the retreat, if they went, that's taking me a little bit longer to kind of come together so that I have a better understanding of what people are looking for, what they need, it's just taking me a little bit longer to have it all come together. So, yeah.
I'm excited for you.
And
and we took each other's courses, by the way. I love Jamie's course, and she was in my course as well. So, did a great job.
Yeah. Edith says, thank you both.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
You are welcome. So anyone have any more questions for us? Like, what is it? I know some of you had already mentioned in here what you were going to, a couple of you mentioned what you were going to offer. Was it Desiree that said she was she wants to do a membership, or was that Loretta? I can't remember now.
Yeah, Desiree was talking about the membership idea that she was going to do.
So what are some other things that you all are thinking of offering, or what is it that you are offering? And if you want us to brainstorm with you for a second, we could do that.
Yeah, because really right now at the beginning of November, to have time to, get your Canva photos and all your marketing stuff and your copy and, all of that kind of like ready for posting and creating an event, like you really need to kind of get that together for something you would offer at the beginning of the year. That's how I kind of think it has to be, that 2 months or so at least ahead of time, so that you have all of everything ready and you're giving yourself a runway. And so.
In Desiree, I was trying to read further up when you had posted that. Did you have a question about how to deliver that? Is that where let's see.
I think she said she was doing it in a challenge, but I don't know if I can scroll up and see.
Yeah, I just have no idea. I just know I had to commit to it, so I did not a clue how to send them tracers, and I'm totally not technical. There's so many different ways you can send it.
What I've done before, because I'm very visual like that, and sometimes seeing it just as a file, I'm like, I can't even see it to know if that's what I want. I will actually save it as a JPEG, and I'll put like a photo of it.
I do that too. Yeah. Can literally make it so easy like that.
Yeah.
I found that, and I don't do as many tutorials as a lot of you do because I focus on the business end of art for the most part. But I do that, Jamie, is if I make it on Procreate or whatever, I will still save it as a JPEG. And I found that people that have taken my challenges or gotten those like it better because they literally can. It's so much easier than going to blockposters.com. Like, just blow it up or whatever you want to do with it. It's just put it as a JPEG. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, and I like that idea of a masterclass.
Does that have anything to do with what you were creating last night with your stencils, Tammy? That was really pretty. That's awesome.
Thursdays is when she does the essential stencil videos.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, that's hard to say. So, Jet was talking about, that she posted an event, did a post. Is it okay to use the same picture to repost? I have such a hoarse.
I got a frog in my throat too.
I don't know what that's about.
Is it okay to keep using the same picture to repost every week? I mean, why not? Especially if you're doing it. That's my opinion. If you're
Yeah.
doing it every week, then not everybody's going to see the first one.
I was
You
going to
never
say
know who's
1 to
so
2% of
yeah.
your audience sees your post.
So yeah, don't sweat the small stuff.
And
Just use it.
your email is maybe, 20% on average is opening that and actually seeing it. I would say try to mix them up. Try to have like, when you do your marketing photos, try to have like 3. Try to have like one from looking down on it, one with some, greenery, whatever you want to have, and then one like you holding it. So then you've at least got like 3 different ones to be able to kind of switch out.
Good tip. I do that. I take a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
All do, and then I just put them all in a file and be like, okay, now I got a bunch of stuff to use. But yes, if you have something graphically done up with, the words on it and everything, and you want to use that, then yeah, go for it. And especially if it's a week apart, literally no one's going to remember. That's why we got to keep drilling it home. Let's see. How about when you have a lot to offer, but don't know what to offer? Is it okay to ask your active and engaged followers what or why they watch or follow? Yes, 100%. I agree with asking them for sure.
I do think sometimes it's hard if it's an open-ended, like, what would you like to see more of? What would you, whatever. I think that's kind of hard sometimes because I get overwhelmed if there's too many choices. And to me, that's too many choices. So I think it's almost better, here's 4 paintings or whatever, and which one do you like best? And then you're getting an idea of, or have them vote, or say this or that, or whatever it is, and you're getting an idea. And then if you feel like there's an interest, go ahead and offer it as a paid online class that you do, or a paid in-person class or something. So
now, you know what? This brings up a question I have for you, Jamie, because I have a new business coach, my own business coach, right? I go through them throughout the years. And anyway, Dana Malstaff, she owns Boss Mom, and she was telling me that when we do because I used to do a lot of polls and stuff like in my free group to ask people, right? You're right too about not leaving it open-ended because people don't have time to think about it. Yeah. So, and Dana talks about this too, like, be specific, but she says instead of, and I know you've got the engagement membership and stuff, so you probably know the answer to this, but she suggested that I don't do an actual poll with the inside of the Facebook when you go, but just to write it out and like have a pretty graphic, eye-catching thing. Because if they just click on the poll, it doesn't really help the algorithm. You don't really get a lot of comments on that post. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
It is. So I had a post yesterday on my page that had, I believe it was 12 photos, and they all had numbers beside them. So they didn't even have to type in, oh, I like the reindeer, or I like the wreath, or, whatever it is. They literally only had to type in a number. And that was one of my engagement posts. And I had someone message me a screenshot, and it was within like 26 minutes. She had 35 comments or something like that. That's because awesome. All they had to put was a number.
Great.
So make it easy. And so that did have more. And so I've actually looked to see what everybody voted on. And I'm already kind of looking at it thinking I could offer that as an online class.
Yeah, awesome.
So
Jamie,
definitely.
Sorry I missed that earlier, but your hubby, he has good taste.
I'll have to go back and look at it.
She was creating this like this 3-piece put together of a Christmas sock, and it was just a really cute little design.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to be polling my creative dreamers in my free group sometime soon too, because like I told you all, I do have my course that is now a self-study. Yay. Finally got that set up, but I'm going to be creating more courses. So I want to feel people out. I want to see, I have a pretty good idea, but I would like to ask them. So yeah, not a problem. Like ask your people, see what they want. Make sure you ask things that you really want to do though, because if you get someone, a bunch of, like Jamie was just saying, she had 1 through 12. So like if you have like number 5 and you're like, I don't really know if I want to create this, then don't put it in there. Just put the
Yeah.
ones because if you get everyone that's like, oh, I want number 5, then it's like, oh dang. Remember at the beginning of this conversation, I said the first thing you have to do to build excitement
You
is
got to
to
be excited
be
yourself.
excited. You have to be excited.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one a lot of people, I know Tony said that she used it and a lot of people voted on it. So I'm going to have to go back and see which one it is. So, the other thing that I was just going to mention too, I've definitely offered things where I have not done that. I've not done a poll. I've not done a vote. I've not done anything like that. And really my course was one of those. So it's my highest ticket thing, and I didn't do a poll or anything, but I had spent a lot of time noticing. I had spent a lot of time noticing where I saw a gap of people who I knew what it was that they needed.
Yeah.
They told me what they wanted by way of comments or, whatever. And that really was why I created the retreat, because people they were saying I wanted something smaller. So I was listening. I was paying attention to what people were saying. I was in other groups where I was paying attention. And then what happens, I spent a lot of time in the morning sitting in this chair right over here. And it's at those times when usually I will get an idea, or things will start to, start coming and connecting together. And then a lot of times when I go get in the shower, that was when I get that aha moment. And that's part of the creative process, right? You're brainstorming, you're collecting information, and that's kind of like the first, and then you're letting things incubate. You're letting them just sit there. You've collected all the information and you can't force it. So you collect the information, you let your brain kind of make the connections and things, and then you get that aha moment to be able to implement, whatever the creation is. Yeah. And that really is the process that I go through. And with my Create course, I just felt like I was at a point that I had that idea, that I knew that it would serve the people that I was going to offer it to, because I had been watching where people were stuck. Yeah. And I felt like the content that I had in my course. So I was very confident that I felt like, and the reason why is because it had helped me. Mm-hmm. The things that I teach in my course, just like you were saying, it had helped you. And I think when you can be your own testimonial like that,
yeah, for sure.
I think that that's really powerful. Mm-hmm. And I've connected with people the most when they share their story like that, about this is how these things have helped me.
Yeah. And I only teach what I have done and what has worked for me, unless I'm interviewing one of my business friends or something like that, and they're talking about something else. But it's like, I'm not going to go talk about and teach something that I don't have a clue about. Right. I got to make sure that I know what I'm doing. And the reason why I created my course on the Wix website for artists to create their own website gallery is because I did have numerous artists. I don't teach that stuff inside of my membership. Because in the membership, it's all about organic marketing and social media and tech and learning how to do all this stuff on Facebook to promote your artwork and make sales. But there was a gap there too, right? Because I did have some of my members that were like paying for people to do websites for them, or going to pay for already made websites that you can put your art on and stuff like that. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can so teach them how to do this. It will save them $2,000 to $6,000. They don't have to pay for a web developer, designer. They can do it themselves. And the best thing about it too, which I mean, they've all told me what they love the best, but a lot of them did say this, which I knew they would. They can make their own edits whenever they make a new
Right.
painting. They can put it on their website. They don't have to call up some web developer and be like, okay, yeah, I got to pay you another $150 so you can like put this picture of my painting. So it's
Wow.
just so freeing. And I love to give them the power to be in
Yeah.
control like that, you know? So
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it was
empowering.
important. Yeah. Any more questions? We're a little bit over the hour mark, and if you weren't here at the beginning, I was telling Jamie I literally did not sleep last night. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I was thinking a little too much. And I'm going to jump in my hot tub pretty soon and probably get some bright ideas or fall asleep.
There you
But
go.
that's
You
the
might.
point. Like, I want to get in there and get all relaxed so I can take a nap. But I had a great coffee chat and conversation today.
It was very good. I'm going to look
Yeah.
back through, and I'll come back and make some comments and things. So
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I did.
So, and we should be good in 2 Fridays. I'm going to look at the calendar
Let me
because
look
I
at
know
my
that we,
calendar.
yeah, I know that we had missed a couple of weeks ago because I had shingles.
And I had grand jury duty.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. So the,
oh my gosh, the 17th, I
Yep.
have jury duty.
do you?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know early in the morning whether, like, what time, whether you're going to, like,
Oh, I have to be there at
Okay.
8 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And then how long does the process usually take before you know whether you're able to leave?
Oh, they keep us there as many hours as they possibly can. Like, seriously. I always try and find a chair with a cushion because I'm like, oh my goodness. You can't bring anything in there. You can't bring anything. You can't even bring a pen or paper. So I bring a sweatshirt and then roll it up so I can sit on it or lean on it. And nobody wants to go through that. If you've been through that, I feel your pain. But anyway, if I happen to get out early, I'll let you know.
So Loretta says, because it'll be on my page next time, how about a guest coffee chat?
Oh,
So I could bring
yeah.
on somebody else.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Good idea. Oh, Diana, yay. You're my cheerleader. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
You're
I'll have to
welcome.
think about that.
Yeah, Jamie, whatever you want to do. If you want to do a guest, that's totally fine. If for some crazy reason I get out early, I'll pop on. But yeah, probably not.
Or Loretta says we could just do it the day before. It could be a Thursday coffee chat.
Let me see. Actually, we might be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Either I usually put it on my business page as an event, but then I share it inside of my free group, the CBOB group. So yeah, I could probably do it on the 16th if that works.
Yeah, it looks like it probably would work out for me. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we just do it on a Thursday coffee chat.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you next time. Stay tuned. Watch Jamie's page because she'll be making the event for the next one. All right.
Yep.
Mwah.
Very
Have
good.
a good one.
Bye, everybody.